Welcome to another episode. Thanks for logging in. We're talking today about loans. What does a business have to do to get started, and what's the best type of loans out there? But primarily, tell me, what's a loan that a business needs when they want to start up?
Well, loans is a part of capital that is needed in a business, and it's coming from a bank.
Right.
So even before you apply for the loan, you need to make sure that when you asking a bank to be the partner of your business, your request is not causing so much risk to your partner. And in any business environment, there is always an element of risk, and the risk might mean it can result in losses.
Okay.
So what we're trying to do as an entrepreneur is to approach in the bank and saying, look, do I need financial support? And the risk for the proposal or for the total project, it's so minimal. Sometimes it is not possible because it is a startup operation and we don't know what's going to happen, or we don't have enough guarantees that we can provide to the bank in exchange for the financial support or the loan. So in those cases, there is a program set up by the federal government since 1957, which is called Small Business Administration.
Okay.
And basically what it is that at the end of any financing with any small business, if the project fails, the bank will recover up to 75% of the outstanding balance that was lent to the business.
I'll say it again. If a business fails, they will get 75%
of the uncollected balance of the loan. So when you're looking for a loan for any business, the way to mitigate the risk for the lender, it's taking the loan using the guarantee of the federal government. It's the so-called SBA loan. So an SBA loan is basically a loan that the government guarantees on top of any other guarantee that the applicant may have for. And that is the best way, and sometimes it's the only way to obtain financing for businesses, either for a startup or expanding a business.
Okay. So what's needed to get that loan? What's the process?
With the SBA.
Right, with the SBA.
And
the SBA is the Small Business Administration.
The Small Business Administration.
Loan. Okay.
The SBA is a federal agency. It's similar to the FBI or CIA.
Okay.
The director of
the CIA?
The CIA.
Oh, okay.
Those agencies. They're not a secretary of government, but those agencies, the director is appointed by the President of the United States.
Right.
So they have a cabinet level position. And the SBA as an agency, the mandate is to foster the development, the establishment, and the expansion of the small businesses in the United States. There are different ways that they do this. One of the main ways is by providing loan guarantees for small businesses.
Okay.
So what I mentioned earlier is for any given loan that the bank makes to a small business, those loans have the guarantee of the federal government that if the business fails and cannot repay the loan back to the bank can go back to the SBA and get up to 75% of what it was not collected from the business that failed.
Interesting.
So that is an SBA loan.
Okay.
To qualify for the SBA loan, anybody qualifies. There are some requirements. The requirements, I can divide it between two categories.
Okay.
Startups or existing businesses. The startup business is anybody that has an idea how to open a business or is less than 2 years in business.
Okay, so less than 2 years in business. So in other words, did I hear that right?
Go ahead.
So you can have a business for a year and a half and still apply for the SBA loan?
Yeah, or you have no business and you just want to open. Let's say I'm trying to open a retail store, and I just got an idea.
Okay.
Well, the requirements to obtain a loan with the SBA to open my store are the same requirements that anybody that has a business in operation for less than 2 years. Actually, the divider is 2 years of income taxes makes your business to become an existing business. And that this is very important, because when somebody is building a strategy on how to establish and grow a business, they have to look at the long term.
Okay.
Again, the difference is if you have an existing business, it is because you have 2 years of income taxes on that particular business. Less than 2 years, or 1 year of income tax or no business, it is the same requirements for a startup business. And the requirement is simple. For every dollar that you have to invest in the business, you can borrow up to $3.
For every dollar you invest, you can borrow
$3. So this is what is called equity injection. If you would like to open any business, you have to calculate what is the total project cost. How much you need for working capital, the equipment, and whatever you need, you add it. And let's say that you need $200,000 to have the business up and running.
Right.
Well, 25% of the $200,000 is $50,000.
Right.
So if you have $50,000, you can borrow up to $150,000.
Oh.
Which is
I see.
Times
3.
Times 3.
Okay.
So $150,000 from the bank and $50,000 from you gets you $200,000 to start your project. And you can start with as low as $10,000. That's the minimum loan. You have $10,000, you can borrow up to $30,000.
Okay.
That is the most fundamental requirement. It's not required to have collateral. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, so if I wanted, there was a franchise that I had in mind.
Good idea.
I could do the franchise, which is IamOnCamera.com.
Okay.
And they have it, all the business plan already set up. And I would just come to the bank and do the SBA loan, or ask for the SBA loan, or what do I do there?
Let's say the franchise has a business model, and you find the location to open your business.
Right.
And you say between the franchise fees, all the equipment, and the location expenses, and the working capital, let's say it's $200,000. Well, this is what I need. Well, I know as a fact that in order before I can apply for the loan, I must be able to contribute at least $50,000.
Okay.
If I have $50,000, I'm almost into the project.
Gotcha.
I'm not really approved, but I'm qualified to apply for a loan, up to $150,000.
Okay.
What makes the things easier with the SBA is, without the SBA, if you apply for $150,000, on top of your 50, you still need to have a personal guarantees that you must offer to the bank.
That makes sense.
Without the SBA, with the SBA, you're not required to have guarantees. You can be just $50,000 and that's it.
Really?
You can,
without no personal guarantee?
You will personally guarantee the loan, but even if you have nothing, you own no real estate, you have nothing to offer.
Which is oftentimes the situation. Right.
You're eligible for it.
Okay.
The breaking point between being approved by the loan or not, it's the level of expertise or experience that you have on that particular business, even if it's a franchise. Give an example.
Yes.
Somebody is working at a Domino's Pizza for 10 years.
Okay.
An employee. Oh, somebody started at a high school part-time and delivering pizza and is familiar with the business.
Right.
Went through college and still being associated with Domino's as an employee, but got the inside experience. Then he finished the school, finished the college, he got a management degree. Well, he got two things. He got a management education and he got the hands-on experience on managing a Domino's Pizza.
Right.
Now there's a Domino's Pizza store for sale for about $200,000.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that if he gets $50,000 somewhere, he will get the store next day because he got the expertise, even though he had nothing other than $50,000, his own money. And he can raise the money with partners or somebody else.
Wow. So get the experience, at
least 25%.
At least 25% of it, and you can apply for the SBA.